Hello, am I on? Am I live? Can you hear me? I'm all over the place. Hi Pitbull, hi Kim, hi Panel, hi Stephanie M, hi Devon Mike, you can hear me, that's good. So I'm a bit all over the place at the moment. I was late home from work and then things didn't work properly. Hi Tracy, hi Aussie Life, hi Jules Kitchener, Stephanie M, Oscar P, Gillian Walker, Wired Fox, Lacey Lane, Gillian Walker. Hope you've all had a good day. I'm just trying to sort a few things out here. I'll let you all pile in. Things never go to plan, do they? Hi from Canada. Hi Linda Jacobs. Canada. Hi Sully. This makes me think of Monsters Inc. Sully. Hi Melissa Susie. Hi Ellie68. I'll give it a few minutes before I start nattering on. Hi Fairly Vague. Thanks to Tracy and Fairly Vague for looking after the chat for me. So how's everyone been? Hope everyone's had a good day. At least it's Friday. Yay! Woo! Stephanie M, what's been happening this week? Well, it's been a hell of a lot happening this week, isn't there? It's been a lot of gang stalking claims and terrorist claims, which getting a bit fed up of, to be honest. Hi, de rigueur. Hi, Claire Divine. Hi, Heidi Ho 4. Hi, Heidi Ho. Hi, Heidi Ho. Yeah, so you probably noticed the picture on the screen. It was something I wanted to do a video about, but we didn't get time. It came out. It was an article that came out in the Denver Post. It came out on August the 11th, I think it was. Some of you probably heard it or read it, but I just wanted to just sort of briefly go over it, really, just to get a bit of a reality check, for people that are covering this case and stuff. Because at the end of the day, these detectives and what have you, that the people that are actually involved in the case, they're the ones that have had to bear the full effects of it, aren't they? Hi, Devil Wings. Hi, Mr. Shannonite. Hi, Brandy Brown. So yeah, so the picture you see, of course, is Dave Baumhover, who was the lead detective for Frederick Police on the case. He was the one that you see in the videos and stuff. Now he's actually been off work since, I think it's March, with PTSD, which is called post-traumatic stress disorder, because of the effects of what the case had on him. And I think that's something that a lot of people forget, and don't take into account. These guys are there right at the forefront of this. It's easy for us and for people who talk about the case to sit and say this and that, and the police didn't do this, and the police got this wrong. And I think they just need to stop and think for a minute what these people have been through. And is it really fair to then sit and accuse these same people of not doing their jobs properly? Because I don't think it was, I don't think that's fair, personally. Um, in this article, he goes on to say that, months later, just seeing a couple of little girls, in a restaurant, hundreds of miles away, it just instantly re-triggered in his brain that day. And that of course is what post-traumatic stress disorder is, isn't it? It's you get things like that just trigger something in your brain, which obviously brought him back to that day. This was supposed to be a trip he was having away to clear his head, and instead that's what happened. And obviously then he was he had to take time off work and hasn't been back since, I don't believe. Since March he was diagnosed, and his symptoms are so severe he's not sure whether he'll be able to return to law enforcement. That's how serious this is. That this could be the end of his career. That case now could have caused him the end of his career. And yet people sit and point and say, you didn't do that right, or you didn't do this. I found this, why didn't you find this? People have even made fun of the Federate Police. But yeah, he goes on to say, I've had a hard time dealing with the probability that my career has ended. It's not the way I wanted it to. Some days I feel defeated. And he goes on to say he gets flashbacks. And of course he went to the prison, interviewed Chris Watts with Tammy Lee and that, and wished he never did it. That came at a price for him. And he says his first morning back at home in Frederick, Baumhover broke down sobbing at his kitchen table. He didn't know how he was going to tell Shanann's parents. It would destroy them. This is after the second confession. He's tried to go back to work, but the flashbacks worsened. He stopped sleeping. Gaps started to form in his memory. He couldn't remember names. Couldn't control his emotions. And he entered counselling in March after his diagnosis. But yeah, like Freddie Vague said, this is all entertainment, right? This is all entertainment. He's worked in Colorado law enforcement for the bulk of 20 years. But yeah, the Watts case basically has caused him his career, possibly with this PTSD. And that's something that obviously no couch detective or anyone discussing the case online has ever got to face that kind of thing, have they? And then it even goes on to talk about, this is in the Denver Post, by the way, if anyone wants to reference it. So it was the Denver Post, 11th of August. So even mentions in there Tammy Lee as well, of course, the FBI agent who interviewed Chris Watts. And it goes on to say here that 2 days after witnessing the recovery operation, CBI agent Tammy Lee broke down at a Denver hair salon while spending time with her mum and sister. She sobbed at the hair salon as her helpless mother and sister looked on. She couldn't stop. She had to call for a counsellor. Yeah, and she just can't get the pictures of things out of her head. So people think these tough agents, that go in and crack these people and get them to confess, and they're all woohoo high fives afterwards. I don't think it's quite like that, is it? And it also goes on as well about DA Rourke as well. He still has frequent nightmares about oil tanks. Um, he still sees people from that case, and so I just wanted to bring that up really, just so just as a sort of start reminder, if you like, of the reality of the people that were at the front end or were at the front end of that case, and we're now talking about a year later, and they're all damaged, they're all mentally massively affected. It's very, very sad, but it needs to be put out there. People need to know this sort of stuff. So yeah, so what are we? So where do we come into this then? Are we terrorists? Are we gang stalkers? Are we a hate group? Do we just spout hate speech, and are we just a hate channel? I don't think we are we? I think, I think, we need to be proud. So I think we've, what we've done, we've changed. Um, we've changed the face of true crime on social media. I think because we've brought in this respect and compassion side of it, for the victims that maybe hasn't been done before, and I think people are starting to realise that. Um, you know, and they need to realise that we're just a group of mums and dads and people with real feelings and real compassion. Um, and we're just putting out there a real life reality perspective on this true crime sort of business, if you like. But yeah, I'm getting a bit sick of being called gang stalkers and terrorists and people in masks. When have we've never worn masks. No one at TP has ever worn a mask, ever, ever, ever. We put our pictures up. We said we didn't want to go on camera. There's no point in going us on camera. We put our pictures up. They're recent pictures. That's what we look like. There's no need for us to go on camera. There's just no point. We made that agreement. Yeah, Pitbull Sleuth. Two individuals, no hate, just truth and disgust. And we're advocating for the Rosette family now. They love and respect us. They appreciate what we do. People are calling us terrorists and gang stalkers. You're disrespecting the family when you do that. I think people need to give us a little bit more respect. All these people that are still going on about, Frank wasn't talking about me in his statement. Anyone who's putting out there any kind of conspiracy theory, he's talking about you. Anyone who's shamelessly profiting off the back of his family, he's talking to you. And I hear a lot of people that fall into those categories that are saying it doesn't apply to them. They're all wrong. They're all wrong. But I think slowly they are starting to sit up and take notice. I hope so. So yeah, that's all we are. We're just a group of like-minded people, aren't we? Really. Mums, dads, brothers, sisters. Like I say, that have got empathy, compassion, and I hope we're making a change. I hope we are. I mean, what do you guys feel in chat? Do you feel that we're making a difference in what we're doing? I just, like I say, I'm getting a bit sick of being called terrorists and being lumped in with, all this, all for one, united as one, being united as all, we're all terrorists and we're all hate groups. The united in one basically is saying we're all united in what we believe in. The fact that we believe in having some respect for, not just the Rosette family, but for all victims of terrible crimes. People that have lost people, um, in horrible ways. Um, and we all want people to let these people have peace. The families have peace. When it comes to social media, not have their family dragged right across social media and endless videos made about them, and these disgusting channels that say horrible things. Say, obviously in the Chris Watts case to Shanann, and the people that are shamelessly profiting and exploiting the case for their own financial benefit. That's what we're united in. Yeah, Gillian Walker's saying, would Frank be here if you were? It's very true. It's very true. But then we get told that we're exploiting Frank and we're abusing him and misleading him, and that's not just disrespectful to us, it's disrespectful to him. It's disrespectful to him. They're intelligent people. I know he didn't even acknowledge Frank's comment, did he? If everyone saw that, Frank, excuse me, when AD of course did the short video saying that he wasn't going to do anything on the anniversary, which he didn't. Fair play to him. But Frank put a nice comment under his video. Thank you, God bless you. And not one of his moderators or AD himself bothered to reply to that comment. Not one of them. Which he pinned it. Yeah, he pinned the comment like a trophy, and then didn't bother to comment, and none of his moderators bothered to comment. I find that very disrespectful. I don't know about you guys, but I thought that was horrible. Not even just a thank you, would have been nice. But if anyone's gang stalking now, it's not us. It's the other channels that are calling us gang stalkers. We got to get these channels down. We got to get them down. This is my mission now, to get these channels down. Calling us toilet paper, and everyone knows who he's talking about. Oh, and apparently they all come back to toilet paper. It's all our fault. We've told everyone to go out and make these channels. They're stalking us. He's telling everyone to report us. Taking the mickey out of other creators, saying they sound like Kermit the Frog and they're always drunk. He's doing exactly the same thing as what he's accusing us of doing. It's the hypocrisy of it now, which I find alarming. And he's done it before. He's done it with Will's channel, 411 now. He had him taken off. Lies for days because he got mass misreported by his channel. He's done it before. And they take it off of YouTube and they put it all on Facebook. All this hate and, you must do this, All these terrorists, gang stalking gang, we've got to get them. We've got to take them down. Yeah, Tracy was going on about Tracy's cartoons of him in his underpants. They've been gone for months. We don't use them anymore. We are... we're advocates now. We're advocates for the Rosetta family. You know, it's very disrespectful to keep calling us toilet paper and stuff like that. You know, we've made a real difference on social media, and we're just getting started. You know, like I always say, there's so much going on in the background. You wouldn't believe. We can't, for legal reasons and other reasons, we can't really say. But trust me, there's massive, massive changes going um, on and off social media. You know, we started a real ball rolling, and there's going to be huge changes. Toilet paper is useful for cleaning up messes. That's true. We've said that before. Toilet paper is useful. But yeah, it's just this united as one, meaning united as in we're all a bunch of gang stalkers. You know, this sort of stuff needs to stop because it's not fair. And if anything, it's them. It's gang stalking us by saying that and getting people to think that and getting people to report us as that. You know, it's just not fair. No, you're right, Gillian. Frank wouldn't be here if he didn't believe in us. No. I don't know if you saw on our last TP Live, you know, he's just said, keep going, just keep going, keep doing what you're doing, you know. They've got every faith in us and what we do. So all you guys, you know, you should all be proud of that. You should all be proud of that. So yeah, has anyone I don't intend to be in there too long, probably just another half hour or so. Has anyone got any questions or anything they'd like to know? Or any other channels that have popped up that we maybe aren't wary of? Let's just say hello to a few people. Hello, Snow Remover. Hi, what do you see? Adam Apple. Genetic Code. Does anyone know what happened to Shine the Lights channel? No, I don't. I heard that her channel had gone, and it's not there, is it? No, we don't know. It just sort of disappeared, didn't it? Um, yeah. So I don't know the answer to that. If anyone else does. Heidi ho. There's a difference between people viewing facts and forming an opinion, and those that are told what the opinion is. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how many times have we seen a theory or opinion put out there and then people ridiculed if they don't agree with it? Devil Mike tired today, anxiety not been. Oh, sorry to hear that, Devil Mike. Anxiety is a real killer, isn't it? And it's an up and down thing as well, isn't it? One day you can feel all right, and then yeah, next day a wave of anxiety can hit you, and I hope you're feeling better soon. It's not nice at all. So no, we don't know what happened to Shine the Lights channel. Was she an Australian channel? Does anyone know? Was she Australian channel? I can't remember on that one. Of course, photography today is back. His ban's been lifted, PT, so he'll be back on. Purnell has claimed if someone threatened him really upset me. I do not think anyone threatened you from our reliable group. We only ask you to respect the risk. No, it's complete. Nobody from our channel would ever threaten someone or someone's family. It's just ridiculous. If they did, if we ever got wind of anything like that, that'd be straight off of our channel. Straight off of our channel. We don't condone that sort of thing. Never have, never will. You know, all we ask, tell people to do is If they feel that a video is offensive in any way, then use the reporting tool. That's what it's there for, you know. But no, I mean, a lot of the stuff that, you know, he's claiming, we haven't done any of it. It's all lies. Mr. Shannonite, you ever seen that other dad channel that's trending right now? A weird little, oh, I'll get that one. Is that is that dad with a phone? Is it that one? I know he's out in Colorado, I think, isn't he? He's a lot more outspoken than me. You know, and the other, you know, the other one is that, oh, you know, we're encouraging people and whipping up people up into turning them into psychopaths. It's like, no, we're not. We're just making people aware, we're just raising awareness and supporting people and trying to help the Rosettes get some peace. We're giving them a voice online. I'm not trying to encourage anyone to do anything. Um, you know, that's ridiculous. Millie Moo, his subs give him huge sympathy super chats. Yeah, this sort of pity money, some people call it, isn't it? Well, you know, maybe these channels are running out of content because all they seem to be doing at the moment is ranting. There seems to be so much ranting going on from all sides. He said, she said at the moment, isn't it? That's all it seems to be. One big rant, an argument, and we're not going to talk about you anymore. Okay, we're not going to talk about you anymore. And then they all start talking about each other again and fighting. It's crazy. And then we got this Granny Fanny channel analysing our lives and making videos on the back of that. I mean, good luck to them, but you know, they're not going to bait us out. We're not getting involved in any of that. So I can moan about us all they want. Our mission's always been clear. It's been clear from the start, and it's as clear as it is now. Temple Doyle, I can't believe people pay to watch the whining and ranting. I know. You know, it was the same with the, you know, the whole kind of, you know, is that NK's guilty? It's like, well, giving some bloke money, sat in a chair in England, giving him money isn't going to bring justice to NK. You know, it's like you should give your money, I don't know, give it out more wisely, give it to charities or victim support or something like that, you know. Giving it to some bloke ranting on a chair on YouTube isn't going to change the Christopher Watts case, is it? You know, I just don't understand that bit. I loved Gran Canaria, thanks Adam Apple. Yeah, it was great. It was absolutely brilliant. Apart from the fact that it stopped raining since I got home. So, of course, that's the other thing. I mean, you're talking about gang stalking. I'm sure there's a certain woman called NK who probably feels a little bit gang stalked. We've been gang stalking that woman for months, you know, months and months, accusing her of being involved in that case and being a perpetrator and involved, you know, heavily involved. That's gang stalking. That is gang stalking. 40,000 people at home, you know, with the pitchforks out for a woman and accusing her of murder. That to me is more gang stalking than anything. But no, I'm sure that's acceptable. You know, that's fine. They can do that. That's not a problem. And apparently there's others involved as well, apparently, that the Watts wouldn't like to know. It is hypocrisy. It is hypocrisy. It's total hypocrisy. Total hypocrisy. Yeah, you're right, Devil Mike. Apparently, psychopath found. I mean, he even had a. I mean, it wasn't her. Obviously, it was an old Google Earth picture. But he even had a picture up on her channel. There she is. Here she is. Look, it's her dog. There she is. This is the town that she's in. I mean, what do you expect to come out of that? Seriously, you've only got to have some psychopath, haven't you? Go looking for her. And yet he accuses us of gang stalking. That's what, that's what the hypocrisy is. Just unbelievable. But we're just going to keep doing what we do, you know. We're just going to keep doing what we do. And like I say, there's so much good going on in the background. You know, if you guys can all just stick with us, and the next when we look back in a few months time, and that we've made a massive change already. We've made a huge change to the crime world on social media already. Because we've made people think. We've made people think about what they say and what they do and how they report on these things, how they report on crimes, how they consider the victims' families that are left behind. Yeah, genetic code invasion of privacy. There's even that with the photographs of Betty's garage, wasn't there? Which we did mention. Of course, it's been denied, but funny how those pictures came out, wasn't it? Stay strong, thanks, dear Rigor. It is difficult sometimes, I must admit. We've all said it, we all have days. We all have days where we get on a little bit like that today, actually. But then tomorrow I'll be fine. I'll be back to normal. And it's affected us all, isn't it? This whole case has affected everyone. No one can deny that. I think it's probably why I started looking at that article, about Bonehover and the others. I think that's kind of hit me a little bit. Yeah, it'd be interesting if you ever hear of NK again, won't it, really? Don't think you probably will. Probably get a new identity and everything. I mean, she'll have to, won't she? She's going to be chased and vilified for forever. There's going to be thousands and thousands of women out there that hate her, and they're never going to change their opinions. It only takes one wacko to find her. It's just, that's the crazy side of it. Yeah, fairly vague actually. We feel how we feel, and then, you think about what the Rusex are going through. And that is absolutely nail on the head, isn't it? We sit and talk about it on YouTube, and that's their life. That's their real life, It's that's just kind of the reason why I just talked a little bit about that article at the beginning. I mean those are people that that's not family, but that's people that are involved in very closely involved with the case, and look how it's affected them. You can imagine how the Rosette family must feel. I mean, Frank is just unbelievable, and Frank, all of them, there's unbelievable strength and faith that they've got. It's unreal. It's unreal. It's amazing. And what they're doing now. Frank being on a mission now to not only fight for his daughter, but for all other victims. It's just amazing. It's amazing what he's doing. It's incredible. Yeah, they are an example to us all. Absolutely. Even after everything that AD has said and done, Frank still went on there and thanked him for not doing anything on the anniversary. That's the kind of class that family have. That's the kind of people they are. Pitbull Sleuth, how long has one thing going on? It's it's ongoing. I'm sure soon we'll be able to sort of let you guys know more about what's happening. We just got to be careful what we say. But we are speaking to all the right people, trust me. Please trust us on that. Yeah, he did say don't stop. Frank said don't stop. Absolutely. We're not going to stop. We should use those words as a real driving force. Captain of my soul, I saw someone that was a part of this group at one point reach out to Miss Menza and apologise. I can't see that happening, to be honest. I think Miss Menza's got even more vile in her videos. Absolutely disgusting on the anniversary to do what she did, releasing 3 or 4 videos. But yeah, she's in the spotlight. Don't worry about that. She's in our headlights. Adam Apple, we should bring the UZEX to the UK. Yeah, we'll have to have a whip round and get them on a flight over. No, they're just an amazing family, guys. Trust us, they really are. They really are. Well, you all see it, don't you? You all see it. Melissa Susie wants to take Menza on, but haven't experience in making videos. Yeah, mind you, none of us did either when we started. Just kind of picked it up, really. None of us had made a video, because we originally obviously Education Nation, and then we formed TP, and none of us had made a video. So then I started looking into it. I think it was me that released the first one. I think someone else did the music on it, and then we just all started doing it. And yeah, you just kind of learn things as you go along, really. Yes, steel topping we are. It'd be nice to set. I'll try and see what we can kind of let you guys know at some point soon. As I say, just for sort of legal reasons and other reasons, it is difficult to say things, but we will try and let you guys know something. I know it must be frustrating. It's kind of frustrating for us as well. We can't tell you stuff, but yeah, you've just got to trust us. Genetic Code, I love that little TP musical interlude. Yeah, we've not had that for a while, have we? We've because of YouTube being so strict with their new rules, we've had to be really thoughtful and careful as to what videos we're going to put out next. Because of the new copyright and stuff. So they've made it really difficult. But obviously our live format's not affected. We don't have to worry about that. But as for making videos, yeah, it's a bit difficult. So I mean, what do people think of Mary Marlowe? She seems to have it in for us a little bit at the moment, doesn't she? Can I just put out there, we are not paid. We are not hired by anyone. We're not in cahoots with anyone. We're simply a group of men and women, boys and girls, that have all come together with a common goal to stop the exploitation and stop the slander and abuse of victims of crime on social media. That's us in a nutshell. We're not paid. We're not professional. We don't wear masks. We're not terrorists. There's nothing going on. There's no hidden agenda going on. That is it. Scary Mary, yeah. Might drop her an email actually, because we really do. We could do with asking her to stop, respectfully stop, because she just seems to be getting worse. The trouble is people twist things. That's the trouble. You write something before you know it's twisted. It's twisted around the other way. And don't forget, as we said the other day, she emailed us asking us how we could help her get AD down. So she wants him down. She wanted him down as well. I don't think there's much love lost between these creators. They all claim to be friends, some of them, but in reality, I don't think they are. Mary, scary Mary. I think she still does the patron thing, doesn't she? Does readings on her Patreon. But yeah, she seems to have took up the mantle, for everyone else. Yes, Brandy and Mary Marlowe emailed us. Yeah, she emailed us a couple of times actually, and we didn't reply. And then I think it was when AD got suspended for a week. She emailed us and was like, "Hey guys, how can I help you? Get rid of him. He's awful. He lies. I know he lies about stuff and blah blah blah." And we were like, okay, and still didn't reply to her. But then, a week or so ago, I started to email her because I had her email, and just asked her to respectfully stop what she's doing. In particular, the sort of one of the conspiracy theories that she was throwing out there involving the Fire Stick. And we've heard that Troy McCoy, one of the Andarko employees, he's had death threats and everything because of this, because of what she's been saying. So we emailed her and told her that, you need to stop. This is not a joke. This guy's getting death threats. His family are getting death threats. And of course, she just said that we're saying that because she's so close to the truth, and we're trying to hide things. Get her away from it. Stop talking because she's so close to the truth. That's another thing that some of them keep throwing out there. Oh, I got too close. I got too close. That's what's going on. Who's trying to shut me up? It's like no one's trying to. Well, they are trying to shut you up, but not for that reason. So yeah, and since then, Mary Marlowe's give us the finger and everything, hasn't she? So told us where to go. Carol Moss, that's AD's words. Yeah, it sounds similar, doesn't it? I got too close. Got too close. What do you see? I was a patron, but ain't no more. Well done. Of course, you were the lady with the original shadows, weren't you? And that's another thing, right? That's another thing AD goes on about. They're not even interested in the Chris Watts case. They're not even from America. They're from England. Well, where the hell is he from then? Because the last time I knew, he's from England. So what the hell is he interested? Oh, I've been studying American crime for 50 years, apparently. Again, the word hypocrisy springs to mind. What has your country of origin got to do with anything anyway? It could be from Mars. It wouldn't matter, would it? But, well, I suppose it's going to be interesting where this goes from here. As I say, just seems to be all lots of ranting going on at the moment. There's a lot of guilt complexes going on, I think. A lot of guilt coming out. Guilt topping. Yeah, I think AD is going to the US actually, isn't he? I think he was aiming to anyway. I think he was a bit scared to go now, but for the Kelsey Barrow case, I think he wanted to go out there in September, I think. Adam Appel was blocked. Well, what do you see? I was blocked when I was a patron back in January. Yeah, 3 months with an agent. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens from here, isn't it? I mean, there's been too much fighting, too much ranting going on. So much speculation, yeah. Right, okay, guys, I promise I'm not going to stay on long, so I'm a bit tired tonight. It's Friday, isn't it? End of the week. So I'm going to say a goodbye and let you enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Not sure when we'll be doing the next TP live. Probably early next week, I imagine. And I'll see if I can find out if there's anything we can kind of give you guys to, let you know kind of what's going on. Bit of good news. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for all popping in. It's good to see you all having a good chat and catching up with each other. That's part of what I like about doing these. Is I can see all you guys still age with each other and stuff, which is good. That's what we want. We want a little family and a good little community. And you guys are great, absolutely fantastic, all of you. Absolutely brilliant. Thanks to Tracy and Fairly Vague for doing a fab job on the chat, as ever. And we shall probably see you early next week, I would imagine, me and Tracy. And we shall see what the weekend has in store for us in the true crime world. So, on that, I will speak to you all again soon. Have a good weekend, and thanks for all being so nice and Tracy's ever respectful. Okay, thank you very much. Speak to you soon.